Hi, I'm Jocelyn with Real Life Homesteading, and today I wanted to share a little bit more of the heart behind Real Life Homesteading Conference. So you've kind of gotten to know us a little bit via the YouTube channel. I'm a naturopathic doctor. I grew up on a homestead from my mid-teen years on, and my husband grew up on a family cattle farm. And so when we met, we opened a health food store, and we really wanted to be an educational resource in the natural health area. And as we continued to get back into farming and homesteading, which was our roots as a couple, and began to be able to have a little bit of time to raise chickens on 1 acre. We raised 500 meat chickens one year. We had laying hens. Then we wanted to be able to have a family milk cow, maybe do some meat cows. We've tried different things. We've been successful. We found things we liked, things we didn't like. We wanted to share that passion with everybody else. And we wanted to share what we had learned to help people not make the same mistakes we had, but also to be able to share in our successes and learn ways that they could be successful themselves. And so that's the heart behind Real Life Homesteading, is a heart for educating, a heart for passion and love of homesteading, a heart for our community. And so when we first started designing this conference, there's a lot of great homesteading conferences already being done. I wanted to do something completely different. I wanted a conference that focused on the local community and the realities of homesteading. So the format that we have chosen is to bring in a national speaker in 2026. This is Ruth Ann Zimmerman, which many of you know, recognize, and respect. And so that's what we wanted to do, was bring in somebody who could bring in a wealth of knowledge, bring in that kind of known element, and kind of be that mentoring aspect coming into a community. And then we wanted to surround her with local homesteaders. There's always been a big focus on buying local, but we want to create this local community of homesteaders. And so we wanted to surround her with people within our local community here in Ohio that are succeeding in different areas of homesteading, that could share their joys and their struggles, and the tips and the tricks that they have learned, and how to be successful, and maybe what not to try, and give you new ideas for your homestead. And so we wanted to bring in and support that local community, because when you come to the conference in September, which we hope many of you will, you're going to come and you're going to have an amazing 2 days, Thursday and Friday. You're going to learn all kinds of things. You're going to meet people who are doing the same things as you, and who have the same passions, and maybe they're different, maybe they have different passions, and you're going to find this whole community of homesteaders. But then you're going to go back to your homestead, whether it is an apartment and you've got tomato plants on the back porch, or whether it's 40, 50 acres and you're doing it on a much larger scale. But if we can show you how to create that community, that local community, and those connections, that's what's going to sustain you day in and day out. For example, this kind of tells the whole story of my passion of building that local community. Some of you that know me on a personal level or know me through our store know that this past summer, I had to have major surgery. I had developed a benign tumor due to a genetic condition. And it was great, the support that we received via Facebook and emails, people that were not in the area that were praying for us and were supporting us emotionally and making sure that we knew we were loved and cared for. But it was our local community, the people right here close to us, that were physically checking on us, that were bringing us meals, that were taking on responsibilities for the farm, that were taking on responsibilities for the store, that were mowing our lawn, that were doing the things that we needed when we had a crisis situation. And so the real heart of Real Life Homesteaders is not about all of this head knowledge, because that's great and we want to equip you with that, but we also want to equip you with genuineness and community. And that's why we've chosen the title Real Life homesteaders, because this is the reality of homesteading, the joy of homesteading, and the community of homesteading. So if that's the heart that you have for homesteading, we invite you to join us at Real Life Homesteaders Conference this September. Find all the details at our website, reallifehomesteaders.com. We invite you to follow our Facebook, our Instagram, and our YouTube as we are seeking to turn out a video each week. And I'm learning all kinds of things as we're creating this video content. I don't mind, getting here and talking and sharing things and being real with you. Video editing is not something that comes easy to me. And so we just got a new video software. And I think this video is going to get filmed in one take, which means I'm not going to have to try it out, which is great because I'm running a little behind my desired schedule to get this video published. The reality of life and homesteading and the fact that we're in single digit temperatures. But I keep learning, and I want to share that passion for learning and life and homesteading and family with you. So if that's what your joy and love is, please come join us in person, if at all possible, and follow us online. We thank you for your support, and we'll see you again next week here at Real Life Homesteaders.